Hello, Stampin' friends. This is Monica Gibberti with Stampin' with Monica. Welcome, welcome. Let me adjust this phone here if I can. Let's see if it is a little bit better. Maybe yes, maybe no. Let me see. Whoops. It is really crooked, so let me come down here. Okay, so for those of you that do not know me, if this is your first time, hold on. This is Monica Gibberti with Stampin' with Monica. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator located in Stafford, Virginia. And please excuse my messy grit paper, but all week long we've been featuring technique class using the Gears and Textures bundle that is in the mini catalog. And let me grab my catalog so I can show it to you so that you know what I'm talking about. In the meantime, if you would like to say hi, oh, front of my nose as usual, say hi, let me know that you're watching. Give me a like, a heart, or share this video with your friends, and I will really appreciate it. So as I said, we are featuring the Gears and Textures bundle. It's on page 53 of the mini catalog, and I love this set. I love this bundle, and because you can do so many things. I love the textures, the backgrounds that you can create. And if you've been following me this week, you've seen me using it. I say us because this is a collaboration with my friend Judy. We've seen us using it in different ways with techniques and a lot of heat embossing. Okay, so tonight I'm going, and let me show you the first 3 cards that we did. With that, the first night we did this, and this was the technique, the spotlight technique. We die cut it all through. Look at this beautiful card, very masculine. Of course, we used lots of texture paper and also the designer series paper that I'm going to show you. Then this is the card that takes inspiration from the catalog. As you can see, sometimes you need to make it your own, and we created a fun fold with that. And in here you can put a gift card or money if you want to. Okay, because it's on your special day. Congratulations can be anything. Can be a birthday, could be, you know, you're congratulating somebody to make it to, you know, the birthday or whatever special day it is. And then this that was a very involved, this card here, we stamped off, we heat embossed in white, we heat embossed in gold, and die cut the pieces to create these focal points here. And look at this, beautiful. You saw me make a mistake when I drew the line with the Stampin' Blend that I needed to redo everything. Good thing that it was only the beginning, so I didn't attach anything yet to the card, so that was good. Inside you have that, and love you, because this is a happy anniversary. Okay, so let me just show you what we have used for this class. But before I go before I go to the next card, I'm going to talk to you about what is ending. So we focused on the Gears and Textures bundle, and we paired it up with, oh lordy, where's my basket here? I was looking at a different set of projects, and we paired it with the Reasons to Celebrate stamp set. It is a stamp set featured in the mini catalog. Let's see if I can find it. Should be at the beginning here. Stay tuned because I have big plans for the, okay, let me go find it. There you go. So this is the reason to celebrate. It's $20, okay? It is on page 19 of the mini catalog. It's a very, very versatile stamp set. So if you don't have it, I suggest you add it to your order. As well as this bundle if you don't own it. The bundle is $45 and it's very good to create masculine cards. As you can see, we don't have lots of masculine sets here. So this is your bundle to go, okay? So we feature the bundle, the stamp set, and we also feature the Nature Walk Designer Series paper. It's a beautiful set of paper with lots of beautiful backgrounds that you can use for different occasions and different projects. And it is in the mini catalog, and it is part of the, let's go back here because I saw it, of the Nature Walk suite of products. So we are using the paper and the pentagons as for the embellishment for these cards. Now, before I go any further, I want to remind you of a few things. First of all, free shipping. It's going on, started today, and you'll have until the 20th to take advantage of the free shipping from Stampin' Up on orders that are $75 or more, okay? You will save 11%. So at least, I'm doing my math. If you place a $75 order, you're saving $8.25. That is a good saving, I would have to say. Then if you are a demonstrator or a happy discount shoppers, you're also saving on your discount. That is 20 to 25%. But this is a beautiful special to take advantage of it, okay, until the 20th. Now, I need to remind you to redeem your bonus days. You can do so and take advantage of your free shipping, but you need to make sure that the $75 are net. So you place an order. Don't think that when you place $75 and then you can deduct the bonus days or deduct your Stampin' Rewards if you have some. That will decrease your total merchandise, okay? So let's say you're applying $5 bonus coupons, then your merchandise total will be $70. If you're redeeming Stampin' Rewards of $10, then it will be what? $60. So you are very short of the $75. So you make sure that you reach this number after you apply all the bonuses and everything else. Otherwise, you won't be able to save the extra 11%. Okay? Bonus days. So why am I saying that this is a great deal? Because you will also receive my free class pack. So you will receive the supplies to recreate one of each of the 4 cards. Tonight I'm going to show you another card with all the cardstock cut and pieces of designer series paper, a little bit of linen thread here. I will not include the embellishments if your order is of $50 or more, but if it is $75 or more, you will also receive a pack of the embellishments that we are using. This is a $9.50 value, so you're getting quite a bit when you place your $75 order. Okay, you get the free class, this packet that is $9.50. You're saving $8.95 on a $75 order. Okay, then you also are able to qualify for the product of the month. So there's a bunch of reasons why you want to place a $75 or more order before the 20th, okay? And the product of the month, you can choose between these 3. The newest, so the February product of the month is the Painted Illusion 12x12 Designer Series paper, okay? That is what is current. What we had in January
was the fabulous Saying stamp set. And in December, the first month of the product of the month was this True Blue Floors. Okay, so, and another perk for placing the $75 or more is that you will receive a PDF tutorial of 6 different projects for the product of the month. Now, if you are selecting the stamp set, I will send you the product, the tutorial for the stamp set. If you're doing the True Blue, I'm going to send you that. And if you're doing this latest part of the month, I will send you this tutorial. Remember that you can select only one product of the month with your $75. Let's say that you never placed an order of $75 that qualify for the product of the month, but now you want to because you're saving on shipping, and you never redeem any of these. You can choose, because if I'm not wrong, these are still available, even though these are while supplies last. But last time that I checked, these were still available. So you can choose between this, but it's only one, $75. So don't place a $150 order thinking that you can redeem 2. That is no. You need, so one order, one $75 order minimum will qualify for the product of the month. I hope this is clear. Let's say that tomorrow you want to place another $75 order, and then you can select one of the other 2 that you did not select prior to. Okay, they never select. So that is that. Now, my extra special that I'm offering until the 20th is that if you're placing an order of $75, you get all of this, okay, the supplies and everything that I mentioned, the class and this. But if your order goes of $100 or more, I am sending you a mystery goodie bag. Okay, that mystery goodie bag has at least $25 value in product. It could be anything. It would be from my retire stash, but so let's say if I'm sending you embellishments within the mystery bag, those will be brand new. If I'm sending you a stamp set, that stamp set might be lightly loved. If I send you dies or a bundle, that will be the case, but that is what you will get. So it could be embellishment, paper, ribbon, a stamp set, or a bundle. Not all of them, but your value will be at least $25. Okay, so you're getting a lot within these 3 days if you're placing your order with me. Okay, so let me start with the card for tonight. But I also want to remind you, before I forget, because now I'm old, today is the last day to register for the Easter Joy class. Okay, this class can be taken in person in my studio on the 28th, or you can get it to go. If you're coming to the class, the cost, or you're coming to the studio or picking up, the cost is $42. If you want it to be shipped, it's $50. Okay, these are some of the projects that we will be making, that you will be making. I already made them, but I will prep your kit. These two are fun fold. Look at this cutie patootie card. Look at that, a cutie fun fold that you can write there. Look at that. This is another fun fold that I put inside, but you open it, it's like a semi gatefold, but it's not centered. Then you have this beautiful other card here, and then there's going to be more. What you will get in your kit, you will get half a pack of the paper of the whatchamacallit, Easter Joy paper. This is a very different kind of paper. It's in between the designer series paper and our cardstock. Okay, so it's very nice to make cards with, but you can make 3Ds as well. So half a pack of this. You're gonna get a quarter of a pack of the Pleasant, what is the name, Pleasant patterns. Basically a quarter of a pack will be, this has 3 patterns. You will get 1 6x12 on each of the patterns here. The paper, embellishment, and ribbon. So there's a lot of value and a lot of projects for you to make. This class also includes a detailed PDF and with step-by-step instructions and pictures to show you how to make the cards, okay? And then next week I will come on and show you some of the cards during next week class, and I'll show you some of the cards, and the rest will be in the PDF tutorial. So there you go. Today is the last day. I will put the link for the registration. If you need any of the items, like you will need an Easter basket, because we will not send anything that is pre-stamped, and there is a lot of stuff that you need to pre-stamp and die cut. You will also need stamping blends or coloring tools. We use peach pie, we use balmy blue, daffodil delight, pretty pink. This is shy shamrock. What else did we use? Smoky slate as well. Okay, so these are the colors that we're using. There's going to be embossing, so it's your choice. If you want, you can emboss the sentiment, or you can just stamp it simple and easy with your Memento Black here. This is stamped in shy shamrock. This is stamped in Memento Black. So embossing, as you can see here, or you can do whatever you want. But embossing is one of the techniques besides fun folds included in this class, okay? Don't forget to register tonight. Today is the last day to get your hands on this beautiful kit, okay? That is it. I am going to start crafting, showing you the card that we will be making. This is another card with embossing involved. Hello, Judy. Thank you for joining. So, Judy is my collaborator. We designed our weekly classes together, and a lot of the other classes we collaborate. So, if you're watching me and watch Judy and you say, oh, they're doing the same stuff. Yeah, because we collaborate. Okay, then sometimes we add our own spin to things, but it's beautiful to be able to collaborate. It makes the job very easy. Hello, Carolyn. Thank you for joining us. If you're popping on, say hi. Don't be shy, as I said, and invite your friends. Okay, so in your packet, if you're interested in getting this class, and I would say, why not? It's free with your qualifying order. This is a card base in thick basic white. Then we have layers, 2 in pecan pie, 2 in basic beige. We have a label in basic beige, and then we have these die cuts, and I'm gonna grab the stamp, the dies to show you. The die cuts, where are my dies? I lost my dies. I misplaced my dies. No, they are here. Oh, lordy, lordy. I lost my dies. Good thing that I already die cut. See, when you think that you're ready, you never are ready. Where did I put them? I showed you the stamp set. I showed you the reason to celebrate. I showed you the stamp set, but now I lost all my dies. Oh, in front of my nose, of course. So these are all the dies included, okay? Now, this I will call chain. This I will call ladder. So in the tutorial included in the class, because you get a step-by-step tutorial, whatchamacallit, this is ladder. This is basically the other chain, because you can stamp the image. This can be stamped on here and die cut. This ladder can be stamped and die cut right here with this die. You can even use this if you want to add a sentiment. So these two will be die cut from there. These two images. The chain will be cut with that, and then you have details. And this, I don't remember how we called it, but has a perforated something because it has holes. Okay, I asked my husband, how would you call this? And then he looked online and said, well, it says perforated metal thingamabobber. So in my tutorial, it says perforated. Then this will serve you to create the light bulbs. This is the part that you will need to stamp and die cut, or I actually die cut my blank in white or whatever color and then stamped. And I can show you the cards here because it's like, what are you blabbering about? So basically I die cut and then stamped. These are all the elements. Now this will die cut the small. This will die cut over here. Okay, if you're stamping, this will die cut it if you just want it like such. This will die cut there. This will be detailed if you want everything stamped like I did in my card right here. Okay, this is on its own, and this will be like okay, I heard Judy say circumcentric circle. This is geometry. I even recognize the name, even though it's not Italian, but it's similar. Circoncentrico. That is in Italian. Okay, so basically, let me see. This is that. This comes out from that, and then you get the inside that pops out if you want to reuse it. This is this die cut. This is this die cut. Okay, easy peasy, right? So these will be provided. I will provide them. Okay, and this is the earthen element, this specialty paper. Oh, and then we have this one because I was almost losing that. Okay, so I don't need any of these because I've done all the die cutting, but I will need to stamp quite a bit and heat embossed. Heat emboss, yay! More heat embossing. Let's hope I will not mess it up. Okay, okie dokie. So what do we need to heat emboss? We are using the Wow metallic embossing powder. We need the embossing buddy, and this is part of the embossing edition toolkit that you can find in the online store. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to do the easy peasy part. Okay, we are needing a blending brush. We're working with the Pecan Pie and Memento Black ink, as well as the Versamark ink to heat emboss, and a bunch of stamps. Okay, that I better take out of my basket, otherwise I will make a mess. Do I need that? I'm not sure. I don't think I need this. No, that is extra. Okay, all of here. So some of the elements will be stamped, some will be embossed. Okay, so I'm taking everything out. Concentric circles. Okay, so it's a little bit different from the Italian. Okay, let's move everything away. The first thing that I'm going to do is the easy peasy one. We are stamping the inside. The card will be horizontal. Okay, we'll go this way. We are going to be stamping on here, easy peasy, and then the rest over there. So for this one, I'm going to stamp in Pecan Pie. And I'm stamping the thin lines. Hold on, because now I'm hot with my heater. 1 minute I'm cold, the other minute I'm hot. Go figure. Okay, so I am going to stamp down here. There is no right or wrong. Like that. In Pecan Pie. And then I'm grabbing this that I called arrows, but I think the correct way is chevron. And that will go over there. Look at that. Easy peasy. This is the inside of the card. So let's start with the easy part and then we'll go. Thingamabobber is my, when I don't know how to say something, it's a thingamabobber. You know, English is not my first language, right? Okay, done this. I'm gonna grab my Stampin' Blends. I'm gonna start from here, and I'm going to add quickly a layer of ink around the edges to give it a rustic look, a messy look, because you know, gears and everything. And there we go. Then you can stamp or write whatever you want. Okay, the card will be a congratulations. It could be, let's see, what do we have now? I lost my, there it is. What can we say? Oh, congratulations. Well, it can be anything. Could be birthday, could be graduation. No, congratulations. What a fun day on your, oh yeah, on your graduation. We haven't done that. We can do that. I'm gonna just stamp this. The original that we designed doesn't say, so I'm gonna say on your graduation. Oh, so this, if I know somebody that is going to graduate, even college, why not? So let's do that. Congratulations on your, let's grab it, take it out. On your graduation. We didn't do graduation. We did birthday, we did anniversary, we did special day, right? We didn't do graduation. So, and then if somebody's going to ask me, Monica, do you have a card for graduation? And I can say, yes, I do. Because sometimes my kids like, do you have? I said, yeah, I guess I have it. So I am going to stamp it here. And I'm going to go with black to match the front. Okay. Right? Because you can graduate, right? Maybe it's mechanic, what you may call it, degree. There you go. Right? Let me grab this. Right? It's a mechanic degree. On your graduation. There you go. Done. So this part is done. Close it. Put it away. Now I'm going to clean my stamps and set them aside. Especially because I'm going to use, whoops, sorry for the noise. Because I'm using these again. And graduation. So all of this can be put, graduation and that. So yet again, if you don't own this stamp set, put it on your list. It's $20 is the best deal that you can get and use it all throughout the year. Okay, now this will be layered on here. Cutie patootie. And we're going to layer it on it. And this will be going inside the card. Okay, so we start with the easy, and then we'll proceed with the fun part of embossing, creating a fun background. Make sure that you put it in the correct way, since you're doing that ahead of time. And not to get messed up, I'm going to attach this one right away, flat to the front. So then I know not to glue it on the wrong side, because you never know. Okay, tuck, tuck. That can be set aside, and I'm gonna stamp here the sentiment here that I took out. It says congratulations. And then when this is stamped, then we can move on to all the other stuff. And we're going to stamp it on this label like that. Okay. And voila, that part is done. Set it aside, clean this. Now the fun part, the messy part, but it's also fun. Okay, I'm gonna move these. I'm gonna move this. You see my name there. I'm gonna move this because, so now we're gonna work on this. What do we need to do is, first of all, take our, we don't need any of those, but we need these. We're going to take our embossing buddy, okay, and we're going to put it on here. And I'm going to do this in steps, okay? I found this to be better for me, because you can stamp everything and then pour and then that, but I needed to see what I was doing. So when I was doing my card, that's how it was easier for me. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this since it's out, and this is the fine lines, and I'm going to ink it with Versamark, okay? And this will be stamped right here. And I hope, okay. There. This, I can see what it is. Done. Then if I'm afraid that I touch that, then I can go over if I need to. So this one, I will not need it anymore. I'm gonna grab this little one here, and I'm gonna stamp it up here. And I don't know what this pattern is, okay? Because I can do this step, okay? And then go ahead and emboss everything at the end. So the first important part is to do this. Now I'm gonna take the Chevron, okay, and I'm gonna do one chevron right here, and then another one pretty much right there. And then hopefully do you see what I'm doing? There. So I can see where everything is stamped. Then I can take what I'm gonna take. The splatter. Did I do splatters? Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna do a splatter right here. A splatter right there. A splatter down here. 1, 2, 3. And let's go on. Put it down here. I need more powder. All over. You can do that. Okay. And if I see that I need extra, I can always add. Okay. Then what else do I need to add? I did that. I think I'm pretty much done. 1, 2, 3. I think I can hit emboss now. There. Because everything else will be stamped with ink, regular ink. So now I'm taking my heat embossing heat tool.
voila. It's so fun to watch it and puff up, and then you can always check. Like there's a little corner there that I don't like. I'm going to hit it again. There, and even the middle of this one. There you go. The one thing that you need to remember is not to get too close when you're using your heat tool. So there you go. This is what we have embossed. Now we are going to stamp directly on the paper. And what I'm using are these little pieces here. Let me see. Let me see. Where's my gears? There. So I can show you with the stamp set. Lordy, I wanted to show you the stamp set. I don't know why I throw stuff away when it's in front of me. So I use this, and these stamps to heat emboss. Now we're gonna use these and stamp it all over, okay? So that you know what we're doing. And we are using the pecan pie, okay? So I'm gonna start with this because it's easy, and we usually stamp in 3, 1, sometimes even more, but you know, 2, and then I'm gonna go down here 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? And then I'm going to grab the X's. I'm gonna do an X here, 1. I'm gonna do an X down here, 2. Where do I want to do it? And 1, 2. I can do it down here, but this will be covered, so might as well go here. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm adding this as well. I'm gonna go up there, and I'm gonna go down here, and I'm going to go there. And what else did I not use? So by doing this, we have used all the stamps included in the stamp set. 1, 2, where should I put the other one? Let's put a 1 down there. Okay, I think we're done, right? If I need more, I can add more. Now it's all a matter of gluing everything, okay? So this will be going like such, okay? This will be going on the opposite right there. What I'm going to use is a little bit, hello Edie, thank you for joining and saying hi. I'm gonna do, can you see me what I'm doing? 1 blob here, 1 little drop of glue there, and that will be kind of right there in between, okay? Then this one will be going 1, 2, 3. I don't want to put a lot of glue because this I already experimented and it's okay. It will hold it, okay? Then I'm going to take this large one and grab dimensionals, and I'm using whatever I have left of mine. To start with, I'm gonna put this one down. That will be going like such, right there, okay? Then I'm gonna take these 2 and put mini dimensionals in the middle, okay? And this will be going up there. This one will be going here, all these gears,
And then I'm putting down these ones, and I can do liquid glue this time, but you can also do, I did mini glue dots. Okay, this one I'm gonna put it down here. Okay, and then I need one over there. Okie dokie. And this one, I'm gonna put it up there. Okay. So what I forgot to do is to, I just realized, but we can still do it. Look, giving the extra rough touch, rough look, but we can still do it, right? Yeah, look, we can still do that. There, so we can go like that. Yes, we can. And voila, we did it. Here, I can do that. And if I need to clean, I can clean that, and then the ink will come off. So there you know. Voila. We did it. Okay. So this is the look of it. What we need to do, what I'm going to add as my personal touch. Hello, Nancy. How are you? So nice to get you here. Hope you're settling at home and doing well, okay? So I want to give it extra masculine look to this. And you know me and roughing the edges, right? You will not find a class from me that it doesn't have at least one card that has a rough edge, unless it's, you know, something very feminine. Okay, done. Now let's grab a linen thread, the embellishments, and these are in front of my nose, and I cleaned my space so that I couldn't, you know, it was like, okay, so then I can find everything. Let me grab this. I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive here. I'm going to grab and do 1, 2, cut with my snips, and then let's see, I want a messy look. I will love a messy look, so I'm gonna grab and create a messy look. A messy look. Yep, like that. Once I did that, I'm gonna take my dimensionals, secure this, put another dimensional on the edge here, another one over there. Okay, do I like this? Yes, I do. I need to hide this end here, fold it, and then peel. And look, I'm even folding up these, and this will be going like such. Congratulations. Yep, there we go. Whoops, I'm hiding this. Let's see if I can lift it up. I don't think so. That's okay. I could have moved this, but that's okay. That is okay. That is okay. Right? And now I'm grabbing another sheet of dimensionals because I go through it like bread. And we're gonna go that, and this. And after I put this one and the embellishment, we are done. So this was easy, right? So I'm gonna go over all the cards with you.
and tell you in each card what we did. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Nancy. So glad. And look, I love this one so much. I do love it. Look. I love it. Yay. Okay. Let's grab these and put some embellishments. And you know, you see how I keep mine, right? I don't open from the top. I cut a slit so then every time I can peel them out without fussing with the adhesive on the flap. That's my little tip for you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to put some embellishments, trying to fill the spots. Where am I gonna put? I think this is over there. This is gonna go here, and then I'm gonna put a large one here because I am filling the spots. And where you position your embellishments, it's however you want to. Okay, so the class is done. With this card, we are done with all the projects. Let me clear out, and I will love for you to tell me. You should see this mess here with the powder and everything. You tell me if you have a favorite or not, or you don't like any of them. So this is what we did tonight, and the technique was what? Heat emboss with the metallic copper, and then sponging with the blending brushes, sponging to give it a rough. And if you want to add the roughing of the edge, that is also part of the technique. One. Then last night I showed you this card one. This what has, okay, heat embossing white using the white paper, and I showed you that you can also, when I use white paper, I like to use the white craft ink that we carry. Because then it's brighter, okay, in my opinion. And also I showed you how to create a background with the splatter. If you remember, I used the splatter of this, and I heat embossed it in gold on a piece of basic white, and then I die cut it with the dies, and I utilized the pieces that came out to give an extra touch of texture here, okay. Then I showed you how to use the stamping positioner last night. Remember, the stamping positioner is now exclusive to new Happy Discount shoppers that join the family, that join Stampin' Up, or join the Happy Basement Stampers until March 2nd. This tool is $49, but it will be free, completely free, added to your starter kit. You'll pay $99 plus tax, and you will able to select up to $125 of your choice, or product of your choice. Just pay tax, no, nothing. Just select up to $125, okay? You cannot go over, you can be under, but not, or exact. You can get exact to the $125, and you can add anything that you want that is current to active demonstrators. So pre-order product that is not available yet to customers, you can also add those. Anything that is available online can be added into your starter kit, and you can do whatever. As soon as you get your demonstrator or Happy Discount Shopper number, you can start placing orders for yourself, support your crafty hobby, and at a saving. That is the main reason why I joined. And then everything else came together, and I'm still here after almost 23 years. When I did it, I was like, yeah, sure. I will not last that long. And then here I am. It's just fun, right? So there you go. That is that. And I showed you how to use it last night with this card. And then I also showed you a big boo-boo that had me redo the entire front, because I used the Stampin' Blends to draw these lines. But I used, even though I did my sample with the correct tip, last night I said, oh, let me try this. And me, dumb. Sorry if I say that, but I told it to myself. I was so not thinking, and I used the brush tip, but the brush tip, you use it to color mostly, so not to do fine lines or that kind of stuff. So these are done with the Stampin' Blend there, okay, inside like that. And then I did this card. The technique was to stamp on the designer series paper, and I also showed you how to do transform a piece of regular cardstock. This is berry burst, and make it looking like this, but just running ink pad on top of it. So this was the other technique, and then you can just die cut whichever pieces, and we did that here. Okay, so that was, and this is a fun fold. On top of that, we have a fun fold, and then this beautiful card. With this, we did the spotlight technique, where we glued everything together on this first layer here, and before gluing down everything, we die cut the middle with this label, and then also applied ink all around. As you can see, this is the same color cardstock, but when you add color on color, then you get a different shade of it. And now this is popped up with dimensionals, and this is the spotlight technique. Okay, so if you're interested in getting the supplies to recreate these cards, and then whenever you can place your order, $50 minimum will get you just the supplies. Okay, I will give you this die cut. I will do the die cut, but obviously nothing will be stamped for you. So the backgrounds and the fun stuff, you will have to do it on your own, using the stamp gears and textures. Or if you already own something similar, you can do it with whatever you have. Okay, $50 minimum. If you bump it up to $75, then is when all the other perks come in. Free shipping from Stampin' Up. You get a pack of the embellishments from me. That is a $9.50 bonus added to your kit. What else? You will get the tutorial for the product of the month. You will get my monthly tutorial sent to you. 16 projects out there, and this month is the critters. So a bunch of stamps that have animals in there. They're so cutie patootie. I've seen it. And then what else? What else do you get? You get the product of the month of your choice for $5. You add it for $5. You get 10% Stampin' Rewards, no matter what the amount is. Minimum is $20 from Stampin' Up. And then if you bump it up to $100, then I will add all of the above, plus a free goodie bag of at least $25 value. So shop with me between today and the 20th, and you get all of these beauty added to your order. Okay, so I want to thank you. I will post at the end of the video all the links if you want to take advantage. And remember to sign up for the Easter basket, Easter Joy Suite card class. Registration closes tonight. You get a bunch of stuff. It is $50 shipped. And if you wanted to grab it or come in person to my studio on the 28th of this month, it's $42. Okay, I think I kept you long enough. I thank you very much for being here. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer them or help you out. Message me, and then I will see. Let me see, Nancy. I've been working for Stampin' Up as many years as I've been retired. It is a lot of fun. All of the trips, well, I started my business halfway through my 23 years, if not past halfway, because the beginning I was just enjoying my discount. And then I said, why not share it with my friends? And that's where I was able to earn the trips. And I'm working hard this year, so I need all the help in the world, because I would like to take my husband to Costa Rica. This is the next trip for next year, and that is a place where I would love to go, be pampered by Stampin' Up, and see a part of the world that I probably will never choose to go.
but plus has beaches. And so that is an extra plus for me. So any little order that comes my way, it helps me towards my goal of earning the trip, the incentive trip. Okay, so that is it for now. I will talk to you soon between now and Sunday, hopefully, popping on to remind you what's coming, to take advantage of this and the free shipping and everything. Okay, you take care and thank you so much. Bye-bye.